Hey everybody, assalamu alaikum. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do while I wait for everybody to connect to the right stream, because when I was setting this up, for some reason I was having a hard time. I'm not good with technology, so hopefully you guys find the right link. I think there's two of them posted right now. So while you're doing that, I'm going to log in here and see if I can access the comments on my laptop, so that way I don't have to lean in like this so I can read them from you. So let me uh, let me see what I can find here. This is all very off. Not, I mean, it's not working the way I wanted it to. So now I'm doing things last minute. I'm trying to pull up my comments on here. Okay, now we're starting to get bodies. All right, you guys, I'm really sorry you're clicking on the wrong one, because the initial event that I posted, hey, the initial event that I had posted, it said everything was ready when I set it up 2 days ago, but that's not what happened. It needed a lot more stuff. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam, everybody. Ah, from Paris. How are you? That is so far away. Wow. My kids are not here. I got very lucky, and my mom is watching them for me, so I could do this without screams in the background. I know it's past their bedtime anyways, but you never know what they're gonna do. They might wake up in the middle of the night and decide they want to be annoying. So that's what they're just at my mom's while we do this instead. Let me see what I'm doing wrong here. I'm so bad with technology. I shouldn't be doing this by myself. I should not be doing this by myself. Oh, Cincinnati. Hey, I'm from Michigan, so that's kind of far. Um, I didn't go to college. I signed up for college, and then I decided that it wasn't right for me. I don't know. The structure of the American education system right now, I don't really like it. So I feel like investing, thousands of dollars into it for an advanced education that I'm not really getting, I don't think that'd be necessary. Um, how old was I when I accepted Islam? I was 16 or 17. It was right around my birthday, so I can't tell you for sure if it was right before my 17th birthday or after. Hey, hey, everybody that's saying hi. Um, YouTube studio. I'm still trying to open this while I talk to you guys. Oh, thank you. I wish you the best as well. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm actually not. I just play it off really well. I'm not very educated or smart. I talk a lot, so people think that I am. They think I have all the information just because I won't shut up. Hey, let me see here. Go to my channel and see if it shows me the live on there. Oh, while I've got you guys here, there's a super chats feature that I signed up for. There goes my preview. Um, so I guess that's just to support the channel. Um, what is being accepted into Islam? Well, I accepted Islam. I converted. There's the Shahada that you say. You testify that there's only one God and that Muhammad is his final messenger. That's basically what you say, and you say it in Arabic as well, which is what I did when I was 16 or 17 ish, somewhere around there. Um, let me see. Oh, I found it. Let me click on it. Is it playing? If you manage a team. No, let's pause that. Okay. That was a commercial. I'm trying to figure out what I did. I can't find anything. So I'm recording with my phone. I'm watching everything from here. The comments come and go when they feel like it. Um, all comments, live comments. Let's see if it'll show me what I'm looking at. I gotta scroll through, you guys. This is why I recommend the super chats feature, because it's supposed to highlight those ones and post them to the top so I can't miss them. So if I miss your comments, I'm really sorry. But if they like 20 pop up at the same time, I won't. There's a good chance I won't see it. So I guess that's why that feature is helpful. I need your prayers. Never forget all Muslims. Yeah, of course. I pray for everybody every night. Mm, do I know any way that you could get a free Quran? I don't know of any specific programs, maybe, but I think if you go to any masjid really and you say that you need one, I doubt they're gonna tell you no. So they're usually pretty giving when it comes to stuff like that. Alhamdulillah, Rashawn, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. I'm trying to scroll through this. This is so unprofessional. I'm ashamed. Okay. What are some interesting topics or questions? That's your guys' job. I'm just here to answer them. You have to come in with the cool questions and try to find some insider secrets, I guess. Um, did I join any Islamic society in the US? No, I just converted, and then I'll go to different masjids depending when I feel like actually going. I don't get out very often. If I'm not going to work, I'm usually just with my kids or my husband. So when I do get out, it's not very often. Like the Islamic Center of Detroit, we used to go there quite a bit. And then the rest of them, like Masjid Ibrahim and Ypsilanti, I went there a few times. But the rest of them, I literally couldn't name because we just bounced from different ones, I guess. Hi. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I can't read Arabic. Like I can't translate it and stuff. So if you leave comments that are not in English, I'm so sorry, but I have no idea what that says. I'm working on that. Inshallah, I will get better over time, but I could not tell you what it says. Is weed halal? Uh, I don't know. I feel like you should ask an expert, a scholar, or somebody with credentials in Islam. I'm just a regular person that knows enough to get by and tries to learn every day. So I couldn't tell you for certain. But me personally, I kind of look at it more as like a medication than a drug, if I'm being honest, because you can't overdose on it. And it helps like a lot of mental illnesses as far as, or not just mental illnesses, but physical ones too. So I'm not really sure how that's looked at in Islam. I'm trying to look at these comments. They keep disappearing. Are you disappointed with the way that some of our communities are responding to Islamophobia? Yeah, I can say that I can be disappointed. A lot of people kind of just let it be. They don't do enough. I mean, you could talk about it more. You could bring more awareness. You could interject yourself into the community more to make people more comfortable with being around Muslims. There's a lot of stuff that we could do to fight Islamophobia, I think. Um, Oh, thanks. You have a good time too. Uh, is it worth fighting for a non-Muslim girl? I don't know what you mean by that. You mean like fighting to be in a relationship with a non-Muslim girl? I mean, because I can tell you that I wasn't Muslim when I met my husband. I was just like learning literally the bare basics, like the beginnings or whatever. So our relationship kind of developed from like a friendship. We were good friends for a while, and then one day just decided that, all right, well, I kind of think I love you. So I don't really know what you mean by that. I would never recommend a haram relationship, but if you think that this person is, somebody that you could potentially spend the rest of your life with, I wouldn't just disregard them because they're not Muslim yet, you know. Um, How do you deal with Biden or Bernie? Oh, I missed that one almost. Let's see. Oh, and thank you guys for the compliments. Biden or Bernie? Probably Bernie because Joe Biden is a perv and he like creepily hugs younger girls, I think. When they're on TV too, so he's very bold about it. But yeah, I'd say Bernie. Um, as a revert, how do you deal with discrimination? Um, Being looked at as a traitor. I get that a lot. I'm a race traitor. I'm a religion traitor. I don't know. It's hard at first. You have to get used to it. You have to deal with it. You have to just know that some people are jerks and they're not going to change for you, I guess. So you can't let it bother you. I used to let it bother me a lot, and now I've I have more peace with the fact that everybody doesn't like me, and it's fine with me now. I'm in love with a non-Muslim girl, but she drinks and wants to. Okay, um, I feel like this is not necessary to ask. She if she doesn't want to change for you, that's her choice. You can't force her. And I can tell you that if you're having this much struggles with somebody that doesn't want to practice Islam, you can't force it on them. So maybe I don't know, maybe you should look elsewhere for seeking a spouse. You can't make people be Muslim. You can't. There's no compulsion in Islam. You know what I mean? So I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about that one. Hold on, now I got to go back to where I missed them. Uh, you know what? For the translations, there's some videos that I haven't set up because I have to go in individually and change the settings for people to be able to add translations to them. So you guys are more than welcome to add any language translation to any of my videos. I just have to change the settings, and I might not do that in the first couple days after the video has been posted, but it is available on there. You'll see it available when it is available. It's pretty easily easy to be seen. Yeah, Joe Biden's a creeper. Do you think Jewish and Christians are our brothers and sisters in faith? Yes, I do. I believe in building bridges in interfaith communities while being Muslim. Of course, Islam says that Jews and Christians are our brothers and sisters in faith, period. There are brothers and sisters of the book. We have a lot of the same core values and faiths. It's even referenced that the Bible, before it was changed so many times, the original teachings of it, the original context was, Islamic because it was the same stuff, so things got changed over time. And I'm not, speaking ill of my Christian brothers and sisters at all or knocking on their faith at all. I just know that we have a lot in common. So if you ever want to learn and hear more about why we're very similar, just ask. We've got a lot of people here that would love to answer your questions. Let me see here. I think I'm missing a lot. This is awful. I wish there was a better way for me to do this. Thank you for the compliment. Do I stream on another app? No, I'm using my phone right now. I tried to get it set up with my laptop. I have this camera in here, but then I saw a video today, tips on how to do lives, and the guy was like very adamant. He was even cussing, like, don't use the camera, don't use the camera. It's the worst idea. It gives you terrible quality. And my phone's been okay. So I'm gonna just stick with it until I decide to use an actual camera. Um, it's 7 p.m. here in San Francisco. Oh, cool beans. Assalamu alaikum. It's like 10:13 where I'm at in Michigan. Do I join any religious classes? No, I haven't. When I first became Muslim, I used to go to, um, I forget what it's called, but I read the Tali Mahak book a lot with my sister-in-law. She was teaching me like the basics, and how to make wudu, how to make salat, all that good stuff. So I have gone. That's not something I've done recently. Um, your question is, why are you single? I am so sorry, and I see who you are. That's not funny. I have no idea why you're single. Maybe you should work on that. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you're not being very classy when you're trying to talk to the opposite sex. Maybe you should work on that. I don't know. Maybe that's why you're single. Um, I learned a lot of English words from you. Oh, that makes me so happy. I love hearing how many of you guys watch my videos to help you learn English because I don't have very good English. So that's always surprising to me. I have a lot of slang and mispronunciations in my uh, speaking, and I also fumble my words. I have like a lisp sometimes, a stutter on occasion. So I'm always surprised to hear that you guys are actually benefiting from the crap that comes out of my mouth. Can a Christian and a Muslim date? First of all, Muslims are not supposed to date. We court, and you do it through the proper channels. You don't just, like go on dates and, hold hands and kiss and do all that good stuff. You have to, make it appropriate and proper at all times. So no, we don't necessarily date, but Islam does allow Muslim men to marry Christian or Jewish women. So, I mean, you can in certain situations. But not date though. Hello, how are you? Alhamdulillah, I am well. Walaikum salam. And whenever you have time, could you please tell us Um, about MGTOW and your views. I don't actually know what that is, so I will go back through these comments at a later time so I can Google that because I have no idea what that is. But I'm not very good with remembering terms of things. I've worked at my job for 3 years and I still can't tell you like what are the most of the basic items that I work with every day are called. I just call them things. So, um, do you have cats, and what do you think of cats? I do have a cat. Her name is Siri. She is a Highland Lynx, so she gets a little bit bigger than regular cats. She's all white. She acts like a dog. She will wake up anybody in my house at 3 o'clock in the morning to play fetch. So she's a different kind of cat, but I love her. She's my family. Can Muslims take their hijab off? Yeah, okay, so we practiced a general understanding of good modesty, not just when we're in public but at home, whatever. But Muslim women only cover their hair specifically, and I know that's what you're referring to when you say hijab. I know this is what you mean, but it can mean everything overall. But we only cover when we're around men that we could potentially marry. That's basically the easiest way to explain it. Because our husband, we don't have to wear it around them. We don't have to wear it around other women, our fathers, our brothers, our sons, our nephews, but like, other men outside of the family, we stay covered in front of them. So yeah, we do take it off. I don't wear it in the house if nobody's here. If it's just me and my kids and my husband, I don't wear it in the house usually. Maybe, cooking, but let me see here. Now I'm missing a bunch again. It's because I took too long to answer that question, wasn't it? Uh, Here we go. I don't know. Oh, you see my famous coffee mug? Look, okay, so I got this in a set for me and my husband. It's mine says I like his beard and his says I like her butt. So they're cute little matching cups. And I've taken pictures with my husband's before and people are like, "Oh my God, you like whose butt?" And I'm like, "You missed the joke, okay? You have to be following me on my other social media platforms for you to get the joke." It wasn't my mug. Anyways, oh, you like the Arabic words. Thank you. That what I did was I cross stitched. So it's if you look really closely, it's actually tiny little X's, and it's a very relaxing hobby. So if anybody is looking for something to help de-stress, I would recommend crocheting or cross stitching. It's pretty cool. Besides YouTube videos, what is your favorite hobby? Are there any hobbies that you engage in as a family? Yes. I was just talking about it actually. I have been an avid crocheter ever since I was pregnant with Idris, my middle child, who is 4.5 now. They put me on bed rest pretty early, so I had to do something to occupy my time and not lose my mind. So I took up crocheting and then I picked up really fast how to do a lot of the fun stuff. So I started doing dolls and really intricate blankets and different stuffed animals. Like it got pretty crazy. You guys should check out my Instagram because I've got quite a bit of different items on there that I have made before. So you'll be kind of surprised to see what I've come up with over the past couple years. Let me see. What am I missing? First off, I love you. I love you too. And how do you keep track of working and praying? It's super hard. Dedication and just a general, you know, willpower to prioritize it because it's really hard, especially at my job. I'm locked into my job station until break time, so I have to get with my supervisors and my team members to fit that in to be able to pray while I'm at work. So it really, you have to be really dedicated and just really prioritize it. But inshallah, you get you get the blessings for it as well. I'm homebound due to chronic health. Sent you a Facebook friend request. Anyways, I'm trying to give Dawa best I can from home. So any advice? To give Dawa, I would just say just being a good person, especially on social media, because we have a lot of trolls out here. So even when you see people attacking you for being Muslim or others, or they're just being disrespectful, always be the bigger person. That's to me, I personally think that the best form of dawah, it is showing that we are human too, and that we're good people too. I think that matters a lot. So, share information when you can without being overbearing, but definitely remember who you are and how you should be at all times. Um, Muslim is a peaceful religion, which, let me see. Yeah, uh, Islam is a very peaceful religion. That is that is 100% true. My dolls, did they get sold? I sold one of them. I still have two left. I can actually show you one if you want. So my daughter kind of tried to steal it, but this is one of the crochet dolls that I have made. um, that I was talking about before. I stuffed this, I crocheted it, and then I just put this fabric hijab around its head. So, like I said, I have two, this one and the other one's purple, I think. But no, those ones are still available if you guys are interested. Let me see. I think you should consider making your own show out of Dubai or Doha. I'm in Michigan, United States, so I'm gonna have to work my way up to the funds necessary to relocate to Dubai. Um, can I stream a lot? Would you guys like me to do more live streams? Tell me what you think. I'll consider it. I'll try to do it more. This is my second attempt because the first one was terrible. I actually deleted it because it was like mostly troll comments and people asking really inappropriate questions. And this was when I only had like a couple hundred subscribers at the time. So a lot of you guys had not found me yet. So that's probably what it had to do with. But thank you for the advice. Good seeing you. I'm going to work on it for today. I want to congratulate you on your new channel and platform. Thank you so much, my friend. Um, why don't you do cooking videos? Because I'm a terrible cook. Listen, my husband loves me for me, thank God, because I'm not the best cook. Now, don't get me wrong, we eat every day. We don't starve. My food is edible, it is good enough. But it's more rare that you come across one of my meals that you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I might get more of the, this could use some work. So, I might do cooking videos. Maybe I'll give that a go. It'll be fun entertainment, anyways, when you laugh at me when I catch something on fire. Where's my husband from? He's from here. He's American. Um, his family is from here and Cuba. His mom's from here. His dad's from Cuba. So that's pretty cool. Um, I felt sad about these women who bullied you at work. It's actually more. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the story that I told about when I worked at Sears. Yes, I appreciate you. But if we were to talk about coworkers, it's usually men that are more disrespectful than the women because the women are like catty and they'll talk about you to other people, but the men will just like directly, to your face say things that they shouldn't say. So there's that for you. Um, did you get a chance to play a sport? You mean in like high school? I tried to do track, but then I decided that I wasn't going to pay to be able to run around in circles. I tried out for basketball, but they didn't want me, so I'm not very athletic. People pretty much laugh at me when I fall walking on, a flat surface. I don't have the coordination to be in sports. Um, I think there's a long delay in the YouTube stream. Oh, I hope it's not, because I don't know how to fix that. Um, I don't even think that's something that I could look at here. I'm trying to look at the comments. I wonder if I refresh this, will it show me some comments? You need to stop yelling at me. That's what you gotta do. I don't really know what I'm doing. So, oh, it is showing me comments now. Okay, hold on. Let me see where I was last at. Okay, so did you use I don't know what kind of keyboard that is. So the word that starts with a D, I have no idea what that is. Walaikum salam, Hammerhead. You guys have the funniest names for your YouTube names. I don't know if you noticed this, but I have some of the most hilarious subscriber names that I could come across, and I enjoy it truly. Which hip hop artist words and lyrics resonate with you most? Ooh, that is a really hard one. Dang. Would it be too cliche to say Tupac? Because I really, a lot of the stuff that he says when he's being serious about like women, I can totally dig that. And then J. Cole, he talks about a lot of important stuff. Wale, I think he's Muslim too, by the way. That's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think mostly Tupac though, because he really talked about stuff that mattered, like social injustices, respecting women, that stuff's important. Ingrid Watson. Why does that name sound familiar? Who's Ingrid Watson? Is this somebody I was supposed to talk to? I have a terrible memory. For those of you who don't know this. Um, oh, YouTube is delaying like 5 minutes. Oh, that's so terrible. I don't know how to fix it, you guys. I'm so sorry. Um, I'm glad you mentioned trolls. Yeah, after the New Zealand incident, which by the way, hold on 1 second. Oh my God, disgusting. The New Zealand incident, did you hear about that man? He actually pled not guilty to the 92 charges of him, committing mass murder, terrorizing two mosques. His super long manifesto, he live streamed the whole thing. He's claiming not guilty. So I'm dealing with that in my own angry ways, I guess you could say. Um, Streaming regularly would be nice when you have time. Oh, thanks, guys. Okay, I'll make an attempt to. I'll definitely try to. I think that's really sweet that you guys want me to. Oh, you started following. Oh, yay, yeah, follow each other on Facebook. That's really awesome. You guys should connect because you're pretty great. What do you think people will think about the video we did? Actually, it's funny that you brought that up because I have this really great graphic designer friend who is like a jack of all trades and he does like a lot of stuff. He's really talented at a lot of different things. So he's been helping me with a lot through this process. And one of the things was helping deal with some of the background noise in a video that I did recently with a friend. So I was actually going to mess with that tonight a little bit so that way I could post it for you guys to see. But shout out to Keeman for real. If you guys go through the comments and you see my friend, go ahead and subscribe to his channel because he's pretty amazing. He puts a lot of work into his videos and you can totally tell. So give him the credit, give him some love and check out his channel. I should go live more often. Thank you. I think I'm doing a terrible job, but I appreciate you guys for making me feel good about it. Um, Thank you for the compliment. I watched some of your posts. It's simply amazing. Thank you so much. You guys are the sweetest. These aren't questions. You're just gonna give me a big head and make me feel like some sort of celebrity, and that's not. Let's see what else I can find. Maybe I should choose a topic. Well, the main idea of this live was really to answer a lot of questions, because a lot of my videos, you guys ask a lot of the same questions. So I'll answer it individually, but it's not answering that question for everybody else. So this live Q&A was really for me to be able to answer a lot of the same repeated questions that I get a lot. Like where I'm from. I'm from Michigan, United States. I was born in Detroit. I moved a lot. So I lived in Detroit. I lived all over Michigan mostly, though. I didn't really live anywhere out of state. Um, do you find people who know you in real life, who knew you from your videos? Hold on. I don't know if I'm understanding this question. I don't think I understand the question, but I will say that people that don't know me, I think, or have maybe they know me from social media, but they never knew me personally, they have definitely been more supportive and watched more of my videos than people that actually know me. But I think that has a lot to do with people that know me in real life and talk to me. Like the things that I say in my videos, I already say in real life. So they've already heard it one way or another. So I guess that's how I look at that. You're such an inspiration. What about your thoughts on becoming the Kavi? Okay, so I appreciate your compliment. but I can tell you with the utmost certainty, as of right now, I'm very comfortable with my level of modesty, and, in the field that I'm currently working in and trying to work in, I I don't think it would be appropriate because, I have a lot to say, and people don't I don't know, they when they can put a face with, a person that's speaking, I feel like they can connect with it more. Um, so when it comes to non-Muslims listening to what I have to say in my videos, I think it would be more likely if they could at least show my face. So that and I'm comfortable like this. If I'm honest, I don't have any intentions of wearing a veil because I don't feel a need to. I don't feel like it's a requirement for me, so I don't plan on it if I'm being honest. Um, Let's see, how do I put my picture on my profile account? Um, you're definitely asking the wrong one because I'm terrible with with technology and everything. I'm really bad at all of it. What's your favorite rap song? Of all time? I don't know that I have a favorite rap song of all time. I can give you like a top 5 rappers though. I mentioned one time that I listen to rap music and you guys are really just hanging on that. Yeah, so you're let's see. You guys should super chat. Yeah, let me remind you. Okay, so super chat is a way for you guys to support the channel and also it pins your questions or your comments. It highlights them. So if I miss it when I'm scrolling through, I'll definitely see the super chats. They get posted. But I enable that specifically because anything that I get from that, I'm going to be using to buy the ring light that I need for better lighting because I don't know if you guys can tell. My lighting is very yellow. This is technically my bedroom. I won't show you what it looks like behind the camera because that's my bed and the laundry that I have not folded yet. I've got this cute little nook here I'm showing you guys because this is the only organized part of my house. But yeah, the lighting isn't so good. So I want to do better quality videos for you guys. So I'm going to invest in a ring light. So my super chats will be what I'm going to have help with that. And let's see here. The jack of all trades is doing a wonderful job. Yes, he is. He's helped me with my intros. He's helped edit a couple of videos for me. A lot of the information that I get on all the things that I'm doing right now, he shares with me because he already knows or he finds links about it on YouTube or whatever. So I have him to thank for a lot, seriously. Um, Good to see you and hear you as usual. Keep up the good work. Yes, go live more often. Okay, I will do my best. You guys are so great. And I'm glad that you appreciate me doing this because I appreciate you guys showing up to listen. This is way better than what I experienced the first time. Um, Keyboard is the picture you have on the wall. Oh, you're talking about the typewriter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is like a old school typing device. And I thought that since I'm trying my hand at blogging, because when I release my website, you guys, there will be a blog available on there as well. And I've only written two articles so far. Just one welcoming you to my blog, and the second one I actually shared that with the All American Muslim website. There's a Facebook page for them as well, but they did put it on their website. So if you guys check out allamericanmuslim.com, I did an article talking about the Quran desecration that just happened recently in Germany. So this is because I have a love for writing and I want to tap back into that and I have not. So this is going to be my inspiration to do so. Hold on, I think I'm missing comments again. Walaikum salam. Do you follow any specific uh the only the only speakers, the only people that I have any type of following for is Omar Suleiman. He's the only person that I can say I specifically listen to what he has to say because from every like angle of listening to him speak or hearing how he lives his life, he's like a really good person. And he explains things very well. If you listen to the interfaith talks that he's had on two occasions, one at the beginning of this year, I think in April actually, and then, last year as well. They're about an hour and a half long, but definitely worth listening to. Um, the New Zealand shooter got a beat down recently in jail. Well, you know what? That it sucks to suck. I don't know. It sucks for him. I don't condone violence, but I I don't know what to tell you. When other people retaliate against you, maybe you shouldn't have been violent in the first place. I don't know. I don't know. I have sympathy. I have sympathy for people who are um, who are innocent, and that's all I'm going to say about that. What's your favorite thing to do outside of YouTube? Um, Spend time with my family, but I think that's a cliche answer, so I don't know if I should come up with something else. I love to write. I love to crochet. I love to listen to music. I love to reorganized, very unorganized things. When I was younger, I used to go to my friend's house, and when their parents told them they had to clean their room, I made them like dump everything onto the floor, and then we just put everything back, in a better organized manner. That sounds like OCD. I might have OCD. What's my favorite Zora? Oh, don't ask me that. I'm, that's like asking me my favorite song, which is kind of awful to compare it, but it's kind of, I can't, mm, mm, probably, probably, and I can't quote it exactly, but the just my favorite part of the Quran is the the part that says that there is no racism. That Arabs are not above non-Arabs, blacks are not above whites, and vice versa. I think that's my favorite part of the Quran. But I don't know. That's a really hard question to answer. Have you considered writing a book on your journey? I have, because somebody recently reached out to me. Oh, let me finish reading your question. I wrote my autobiography this year and working on a separate book on my journey. That's super exciting. You should share if you have a link for like if it's available online or to buy or whatever, put the name and the title and all that good stuff so that way everybody can look it up. That's super cool. But I have recently been considering writing a book, actually, yeah, because somebody reached out to me asking if I would volunteer my revert story for their revert story project that they're putting together. So I will let you guys know if anything happens with that. But yeah, I definitely have been putting a lot of thought into writing a book because, like I said, I love writing. And my story is very interesting. I have a lot of weird things in my journey that I think would make an entertaining book to read or even a movie. I wonder who would play me. What do you guys think? Who would play me if there was a movie about my life? And if you say Kirsten Dunst, I might cry because everybody says she looks like me or I look like her. Oh no, I just lost comments. Let me see. It's scrolling really fast. So this is really hard to do. Um, Do I see a lot of Niqabis working in Dearborn? Yes, I do. There are a lot of, well, okay, working? Uh, no, I don't think working. No, a lot of hijabis. You see a lot of women wearing a headscarf, and dressed modestly, but no, not covering their face. I don't think so. I have heard of like Uber drivers that have niqab and stuff like that, but like in an establishment, I don't think I've encountered that. Um, That being said, oh, thank you. I don't know why I say that very often. That being said, I have like several catchphrases that I accidentally like kind of trademarked for myself over the time of me making videos, and I think that's one of them. I don't know, they just happened like that. I don't know, but I appreciate you for liking it. Thank you. Um, last oh, good, yeah. Help him with his Facebook thing because I have no idea. Um, Matt Vlogs. Hey, listen to you from Florida. Bless yourself. Have I ever traveled to the Caribbean? No. You know what's crazy? I actually considered it. Me and my husband were going to take a trip to Jamaica a few years ago, but a few things we had like last minute stuff pop up, so we weren't able to go. But I am so interested in traveling. I want to see the world. I want to experience all of the different kind of people in the world. So we'll see about that. I think I'm like way behind in the comments. I'm so sorry, you guys. Uh, I don't think, you know what? I could not say for certain if there was any type of class or support group for revert Muslims at my local masjids. I actually don't know because I haven't really sought them out. Um, I'm pretty secure in my being Muslim and how I feel about the Ummah and Islam and people around me knowing that I'm Muslim. I'm pretty secure in that. So I don't think I've actually supported or sought out support for myself because I'm good. But I should inquire about that and let you guys know. That's a good question. Are you a tea person or a coffee person? Both. You want to know why? Because I drink hot coffee and I drink cold iced tea every single day of my life. I cannot not have my coffee and my tea. I need them both. I will occasionally drink a frozen coffee and I will occasionally drink hot tea, mix it up. I don't know. I'm just weird like that. Do I have a job now? Yes. I work in an auto assembly plant. I won't name the company, but I help create vehicles one way or another. So there's that. It's a pretty interesting experience. How do I manage work life and kids? Oh man, I don't. I'm terrible at it. I have to work on it more. But it's it's a lack of sleep would be the best way to explain my balance. I don't have a balance. I'm terrible at it. Thanks for all. Oh, have you learned to read the Quran properly? I can read it in English, and I had taken the initial steps to learn how to read it in Arabic, but I didn't complete it. So I can tell you like the letters, but once they start getting connected, I need to work on that. Um, Thank you for all you do. Love your honesty and humbleness. What do you see yourself as in 10 years? I want to be like a life coach or like a public speaker or a novelist. I want to be doing something or like a podcast host or a television host or a radio host. I want to do something where my my presence is an influence in a positive way. I don't want to be like Beyonce and like, be a celebrity, but I want to be somebody who, when people hear me speak, they know it's going to be about something important and then they're going to want to listen because they might gain something from the conversation. So, whatever that ends up being, I'm totally interested in that. What happened in Germany? There were windows in a masjid smashed in, and there were Qurans desecrated. They were tearing them up, and they might have been catching them on fire too. But my when I made the article about it, I basically just said like you don't hear about Muslims doing these things to the Bible, and I explained why we value the Bible. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll find the link and I'll add it to this so you guys can read that as well. Yes, Omar Suleiman is pretty great. And he just welcomed his third daughter into the world, you guys, a few days ago, or maybe like a week or so. I saw that on social media. So congratulations to him. Everybody make dua for his wife and the baby. He named her Khadija. How sweet. Um, Maybe someday I'll meet you somewhere in America. Love to watch your videos. Thank you. What's the most important characteristic you think a man should possess prior to marriage? Dang. There's a lot. There is a lot. And I think that's the problem that we have in society today. People think that there's one main thing they should be focused on, like just be religious or just be loyal or just be in love. You need to have a very good, healthy, equal balance of all of these things. And really, if you think about it, all of the other things do tie into being religious because Islam requires a lot of this stuff for a person before marriage anyways. But I think it is definitely important to seek all of them, not just one. Hamza Yusuf. Oh, okay. I'll check them out. Thank you for that recommendation. You've been trying to reach out to me. Tanisha, um, hit my Facebook inbox. Yeah, hit my Facebook inbox or my email. I have links to all of this stuff on my bio on the YouTube channel. So if you need to reach out to me, you guys definitely can get to me on there. My nose is so itchy. I have the worst allergies. Oh yeah, I'm glad you guys are here too. Has a lot of answers to modern ills. Okay, that's cool. I'll check that out then. Thank you for your live sisterhood. You're great and smart. Have a great day. Oh, thank you. You guys are the best. What time is it now? It's 10:45. We have been on live for 45 minutes, you guys. Holy crap. I told my husband this would take like 30 minutes. That was clearly a lie because we're still going strong. It's 9 a.m. over here. Oh, wow. Wow, dang. Can you tell me the true way to salvation? You have to find it in yourself. I can only tell you how I experienced it and how I have it for myself. That's something that is a journey you have to take on your own. If you have any questions about Islam that might help you, I'd be glad to answer those questions. But personal like peace and all that good stuff, I think that's a self sought out thing. Do you have a website? I have my amazing graphic designer friend is working on a website for me. So when that is completed, because he's got other actual things to do. So when that comes around, I'll definitely share that with you guys, and it'll have my merchandise on there. It'll have blog posts. It'll have everything. Hopefully even my podcast stuff because I'm trying to do that too. But it's a little bit harder than I thought it would be. Was about to go to sleep, but I happened to find your live stream. Oh, I'm so glad you found us instead. Hello. Novelist is a new word for me. I spoke it to Google. Oh, yeah, I taught you a new word. That makes me really happy. I congratulate your husband. I wish to find a girl like you. Oh, mashallah. And walaikum salam to Abu Isha. Because I don't know. A lot of names that I read on here, I might pronounce them wrong, so I apologize in advance. Ah, Lilybug. Hi, it's mom. Okay, so my mom's watching on my stepsister's page. How was your Lyft experience? I haven't done it yet because I just got approved for my background check. I don't know why it took so long. It's not like I'm a criminal or anything, but they just approved it. So I'm waiting to get the GoPro set up in the car so that way because everybody said that it's better for my safety to have that camera set up. And then I want to be able to keep footage. Like if I have a really interesting conversation with somebody and I get their permission to use it in a video, I'm totally going to do that. So once I get everything set up and find time, then I definitely will do that. Hold on one second, you guys. My cat keeps trying to eat things that don't belong to her, so there's that. Assalamu alaikum. Can you make a school to teach the Holy Quran for the kids in different states because most of the kids need that to learn about their religion? We do have a lot of masters in. I know Michigan specifically has a lot of them, but there are a lot of programs for kids to learn how to read the Quran and to learn more about Islam. So can I make a school? That's a really big task to ask, but maybe one day I might be able to. Let me see here. Not to make everything about YouTube, but would you ever do a prank with me one day? By the way, your videos are so helpful. So, oh, that's so sweet, Keeman. Yes, I would love to do a prank video with you anytime. We will probably have my mini three Rugrats involved as well because I usually can't escape them. But I think that would be fun. Assalamu alaikum, Becky. Oh, did I make it to the bottom of the comments? Oh, look at that. I finally read through all of them. That's pretty dope. Do you guys have any other questions for me, or should we end it there? You know what? Before I do that, I'm going to mention a couple things. I have I have a Patreon page, so I'll put a link to that. That's going to have exclusive content, different stuff that might not be on my channel, and it's a way for you guys to support my pages, my content, all that good stuff. You do have a question. Okay, Samaya, what's your question? What's your biggest iman booster? Being a mom, having these tiny reminders to do everything that I'm supposed to do to teach these little people how to be good Muslims. I think that's the biggest for me. Is there any kind of challenges that we can all do? Um, I'm I mean, yeah, just kind of like the like Ramadan challenges where you try to, read a surah per day or something like that. Yeah, there are a lot of challenges that we can do together. Let me sit and think about it and I'll get with you guys and we'll do some challenges together. And if you guys ever want to like participate, like if say it's like something that we can record and you want to send yours to me and have me add it to a video, I would totally do that. That sounds really cool actually. Um, I like have some that we don't have. Uh, you know, Islam is perfect, but Muslims are not, and that's what I'll say on that last comment there. Have I ever had a really embarrassing moment that I never talked about? Well, if I've never talked about it before now, I definitely won't be talking about it today. So, nice try catching me on something crazy. But what's something embarrassing? I do embarrassing stuff all the time. All the time. I trip over myself. I mess my words up when I talk. Um, I went to work one day and because I used to wear the two-piece scarves that you like pull over, it's the underpiece and then you just pull the second piece right over because it's connected all the way around. I wore that inside out the entire day. So like the fabric line, the stitching that's inside of your clothes was like literally there was one right here. And I just looked like I walked out of my bed and came to work. So that was an embarrassing moment that I had fun experiencing at my job. Are you laughing at me? That's not nice. But it did happen though. It's okay. I'd be tired. Everybody knows I'd be tired. I didn't drink any of my coffee. It's just sitting here. You guys have had me talking this whole time. So I guess I should appreciate that because to come onto a live and not be able to speak because nobody has any questions, that would totally suck. Um, you emailed me. Oh, I was looking for your email. If you're asking about the Ramadan calendar, yeah, I still have it. I had gotten really busy and then we went out of town and everything, but I'll sit down and take pictures of each page and inshallah I'll send that to you. So I'm glad you sent me another email so that way I can find that. Um, Canadian Christian or Christian Canadian? I don't know what that means. Is that a question? I don't know what you're asking me. Oh, yay, I'm glad I made your day. Thank you. You guys make my day. Seriously. All the feedback that I get from you guys, all the love, all the support, um, it means a lot. And it makes me really happy and it makes me enjoy what I'm doing 1,000 times more, knowing that you guys enjoy it too. So I appreciate you. If you ever have like requests for like reaction videos or a topic you want me to talk about or anything like that, just send it my way. I'm totally interested. Um, Thank you. A linguistic question. I don't understand that question. Oh yeah, wearing your shirt inside out. Man, I hate when I do that. My son likes to do that. He'll wear it inside out and backwards, so you can literally see the tag just sitting right here, and he does it on purpose. The 4-year-old. My favorite prophet story. Mm, you guys, it's really hard to answer favorite questions. It's really hard to answer favorite questions. I have a book. Um, I have a book on stories of the prophets. Let me let me go through a couple of pages and then get back to you because I don't think I could pick a favorite off the top of my head right now. It is almost 11 o'clock at night and I'm always tired. So, do you suggest for new Muslims to change their names to Arabic? No. And I mean, okay, if part of the process, you want to feel more Muslim, you want to pick a Muslim name. I did, but I don't go by it. My Muslim name is Sumaya, but my name is Sam. Everybody calls me Sam. Um, I wouldn't be any more or less of a practicing Muslim if I went by Sumaya. So if it helps, uh, because people already know me by Sam. Even Muslims when they meet me, it's just Sam. It's easier. It's and I'm more comfortable with it. So I honestly I wouldn't press little things like that, you guys. Prioritize teaching them how to make salat. Prioritize teaching them the importance and value of modesty so they can be more comfortable with hijab. Things like that. Things like choosing a Muslim name, that's not at the top of my list, honestly. Um, I'm going to need to take a page out of your book. How, uh, how did I do the live? You know what? Actually, this I messed up because I set an event. I watched this video that said that you can set an event so that way, people can sit in waiting on the event. And when I went to like click on it and start doing it, it started asking me for like encoder information. I don't know technology. I don't know about any of this stuff. So I'm like, well, this isn't going to work. I spent an hour and a half sitting here at this desk trying to figure out how to set this up for you guys. Did not work. Um, so I ended up just doing live, like just the live button on, and that's what we're doing right now. Which state do I live in? I live in Michigan. One of my friends are Muslim and I'm not Muslim, but other Muslims don't seem to be open. Um, I think you guys have to consider that Muslims aren't just Muslim, they're other things too. So when you're experiencing a Muslim that might be acting a certain way, consider that it could be like cultural, like a personality trait or a characteristic that they share with their family or something like that. It's not necessarily all Muslims. Every time something happens that a Muslim does or says or whatever, that does not automatically mean it's of Islam. I have a potty mouth. Cussing is not of Islam. If I don't represent every Muslim, please don't let other people represent every Muslim. And that's my best way of saying that because I know a lot of, there are some different tribes of predominantly Muslim countries. They don't like to, deal with or mingle with people outside of their group. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a them thing. It's not an Islam thing. I love everybody. We're pretty open where I come from. Um, yeah, see, he doesn't recommend changing their names at all. Uh, let's see. You said don't change your name. Oh, it says I see a dollar sign below this chat that says support Samantha. Can you donate for broadcasters on YouTube? It says this feature isn't available in Saudi Arabia. Oh, that sucks. I feel that English is more fluent than Arabic. English is very hard. Even as an American, it's my first language. I can tell you that it's super hard. Um, Arabic seems more straightforward, so that's convenient when trying to learn for anybody that's interested in learning Arabic. Um, about the comment you made about your voice, it's definitely different live than record. Okay, I have allergies, and it's been a long day, so I probably sound really bad right now. I will admit that my voice is probably sounding very deep and nasally. I can't even breathe out of my nose. My allergies are super bad, so that's why my voice sounds like this. So I apologize for that. I'm trying really hard to keep it upbeat and light, but I'm struggling for oxygen right now. Um, what does your President Trump have against our London mayor? What do you think Trump has against someone whose name is Sadiq Khan? I don't claim Donald Trump. I don't mean to cut off the jokingness of my general demeanor, but I don't like him as a person, and I don't like a lot of what he stands for. I don't like a lot of his decisions that he's been making for my country. So I think he's Islamophobic and I think he's racist. So you want to know why he doesn't like London Mayor Sadiq Khan? It's probably because he has a non-American sounding name, like a a commonly known to be American sounding name, like a basic name like Kevin or Sarah. It's not a name like that. So he probably assumes that they're whatever. He's one of those people. Sorry, not sorry. Um, I didn't notice your voice is deep. Oh, thank you. You can lie if you want. I know it's bad. Um, What about my husband's family? Are they Muslim? Yes, my husband's family is Muslim. Do I have a favorite? Stop asking me favorites. I can't. I don't have favorites. I can't pick a favorite food, a favorite color, a favorite song. I don't have a favorite number. I don't have a favorite scarf. I don't have favorite socks. I can't pick favorites. That's like a that's a hard question to ask. Um, well, that's sweet. Okay, so I appreciate the Jesus comments. I will say that as Muslims, we love and respect Jesus as well. So, if you're here to persuade us to do so, we already got you on that. I love Jesus too. Have I ever been to Mecca? I have not. I've never been out of the United States. I've traveled some states, in the country with my husband since I got married, but, I've never actually left the country. I've never even been to Canada. So depressing. Um, Ariella. But I didn't change my middle name to Miriam, which is Arabic. Yeah, it's not needed unless yeah, you're right. It's changing your name isn't required unless it has like a haram meaning. So yeah, I agree with you on that. Am I a risk taker? I'm live on YouTube right now. I feel like this is a risk because I could be experiencing a lot of hate right now and I'm getting a lot of love. So I think I'm a risk taker in the aspect that I'm putting myself out there more than I thought I ever would. Um, but I won't get on the dragster at Cedar Point. So I'll let you decide if that makes me a risk taker. How do I feel about athletes who take a knee? Cap is, I don't know if Colin Kaepernick is Muslim, but I support their right to peacefully protest. They have made it clear, very clear, that they are not trying to disrespect the United States or the flag or the national anthem or the vets, whatever. They're kneeling to show respect. That's specifically the purpose of that. So, and I completely support their right to peacefully protest. We have a problem in this country that needs to be addressed. So I'm totally with them on that. Being a new convert, how do you know what's right and what's wrong? If you're okay, so listen, when you're learning about when you're learning the rules, basically, the easiest way that I could say this, it's not held against you for doing something that you don't know any better. Once you know the mistakes that you make after work, that's on you. But if you do something and you genuinely don't know that you shouldn't or that it's not okay, that's not something that you're going to be judged for because you don't know any better. If you're not actively seeking knowledge about Islam and you're Muslim, that's problematic. You should definitely try to learn more about Islam every day of your life. To avoid being in situations where you did something that you shouldn't have because you didn't know any better. And that, I guess that's the best way that I would answer that. I love you guys too. You need more people like me in the US. I would agree. I'm a little crazy, but I'm a lot more tolerant of people that are different than me. So I don't have a big head or anything. I'm not like egotistical or, whatever, but I can say that I'm pretty chill to strangers. So I think that's important to be. I'm doing a great job. Thank you. Um, I appreciate you guys. You have the best comments. Yes, Ben Frank. It's the response to Ben Frank. If you need more people like Samantha in USA, then educate your women about Islam daily and openly. Yes, great advice. Um, oh, I got to the bottom of the comments again. No, I didn't. Oh, you inspire me. Thank you. And you like my cup. Thank you guys. I don't know how to add links yet, like while it's live. So after this is done posted, I'll add to you guys links to my Facebook page, my Instagram page, my Patreon, um, everything. I'll add a link to the article on All American Muslim that I wrote. I will add everything that I could possibly think of for you guys to find because I know you guys ask me a lot how to find my other social media pages. I have a Twitter too, but I'm not really good at Twitter. I don't I'm not good with technology, you guys. We got to work on this together. Um, oh no. Okay, so I can't read your name. It's in Arabic, but it says that you typed a message too long and it won't let you send it. If you go, excuse me, if you go to my bio, my email is posted there. You can totally send me an email and I'll check it out. So that won't be too long for an email address. You like my intro? Thank you so much. I have a very talented friend, a very dear friend, better than you in technology. I doubt it. Do you see the setup that I've got going on right now? This is hilarious. I'm using my phone. I'm using my laptop to read the comments because I don't know how to look at them on my phone. What do you think about police officers in the United States? They shoot black people for no reason. Yes, they do. Not all of them. Not all police are bad. Just like, you can't assume that all Muslims are extremists, things like that, of course. But there is a general uh, atmospheric presence of over policing our communities, the predominantly people of color communities, the predominantly middle or lower class communities. They they need to work on that. Yeah, I don't. I like good police, and that's what I'll say. If it was up to you, where would you live? Oh, that's a good question. We recently traveled to North Carolina to visit my mother-in-law. It was very nice out there. Um, I can't say for certain, but I have a place that I want to live though, because I've only ever experienced Michigan, enough to say whether or not I like the area. Um, hold on, my cat. I can't lock her in the basement. I feel like that's inhumane, so I'm just gonna keep making her leave. Um, how are you doing from Spain? I am wonderful. How are you doing in Spain? Um, Police officers are great and professional as long as you don't break the law. I don't necessarily agree with that because if you are not breaking the law, we have a lot of proven instances where police killed innocent civilians who were unarmed, and they weren't breaking the law. So I don't agree with that. You can type or paste links in this chat panel normally, Samantha. That is probably true, but I don't want to exit this comment section to find the links to post them here for you. Because if I can't find it again, I don't want to have to scroll on my phone to be able to answer you guys like I was doing at the beginning. I feel like that's not cool. Um, you love cats more than anyone on this earth. That's understandable because people can kind of suck sometimes. So I'm totally with you on loving animals a little bit more sometimes. Have I ever been to a Kentucky Derby? I'm gonna have to ask my mom. That sounds familiar. If I haven't been, I've heard about it for sure. It sounds pretty fun. Is that like a monster truck thing? Because I've been to a monster truck rally. That's pretty cool. Do you feel that our government is going hard body to draw Iran into war after what happened? Yes, yes. I feel like Donald Trump is looking for excuses to go to war with Iran. Um, and I want everybody to do more research on this topic and be aware of every aspect of it and um, listen to everybody that's speaking on it. Because if you're only listening to Trump, you might not be getting the full picture. And that's all I'll say. Do you wear hijab at work? If yes, do you feel any discrimination against you? I do wear hijab at work. I won't I won't speak on my current job because I don't think that's appropriate, but I have in previous jobs experienced discrimination. I can say that a company as a whole may not necessarily be to blame for experiences that you have from other employees or customers or whatever. If you're working retail, it's not necessarily the company's fault. So I hold individual people accountable for what they do, I guess, is what I would say for that. But you can't let it bother you. It's there are more important things to focus on. Um, women are not the problem. They're happy being Muslim. Well, that's great. Mostly girls care about makeup and fashion. They don't talk about big issues, but Samantha, I like that about you. Oh, I appreciate that. Don't get me wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with caring about makeup and fashion. It's, for us, it's a girl thing. Makeup is an art form. I don't do it because I suck at it, but I still appreciate it as a form of art. And I try to be fashionable. I'm a mom, but I don't try to walk out looking like a couch potato wearing sweatpants unless I'm working, because that's what I wear to work. I wear sweatpants. Um, hey, Sister Sammy. Hey, your channel presents cool topics, but it's small. Yeah, I'm working on it. We just started in January, so I feel like how far we've gotten so far is pretty good. Could have been worse. Um, we need to do a Facebook Live together. Yes. Yes, we do. Hold on. I'm a great role model in the US. I would like to think that I am, but I'm not perfect. I will never pretend that I am perfect because I'm most certainly not, but I try to be better every day. So I think that's important. Your smile is wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm Muslim, but I want to marry a non-Muslim. What do you think? Uh, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's kind of I don't know if I don't know if weird is the right word, but it's to want someone specifically for not being Muslim. I'm confused as to the purpose of that. Because you want somebody to complete half your deen, you want somebody that's going to make sure you're on your salats and you're doing what you're supposed to do as a Muslim. And if you're with someone who's not Muslim, I don't think that they can be expected to hold you to those standards for yourself. Um, So I don't know. I think I would just think about that before you pursue marriage. I'm waiting for 2020. I hope Trump leaves. Me too. I'm just gonna be honest. Me too. My cousin was told she would not be hired at a retail company due to her praying. And she contacted the company. They said they may consider firing the hiring manager at that store. They definitely should because that's discrimination, and that's the company can be sued as a whole, like the entire brand. They can be sued for that. So they most definitely should reprimand that person at least. Um, Muslims for Trump. Yes, Samantha is smiling. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Um, do you believe there are steps to take when thinking about wearing hijab? Yeah. Having having a good understanding of the purpose, I think, is really important. You should never just wear the headscarf because you think you're supposed to, because not even knowing the reason why you're supposed to kind of makes wearing it pointless. If you don't have the purpose in your mind, then I don't think you fully reap the benefits of it. You know what I mean? So just genuinely doing your research and really understanding it for yourself would be the first step, I think. And don't think that you have to dive into it, and just be perfect 100% from day one, because we are we're flawed as creations. We are not perfect, and that's how we were created. So, to assume that a Muslim woman is just going to automatically just be perfect on her, modesty is, it's an unrealistic expectation. Um, let's see. My headphones are dying. They keep beeping in my ears. It's super annoying. So, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Um, I sound really bad. Wow, I sound like a sick person. I have allergies. I'm so sorry, you guys. Um, as a convert, I have some favorite supplications. What's a go-to supplication that you like as a convert? I don't do favorites. I'm gonna be honest with you. The favorites question, because it takes me too long to come up with an answer, and I feel like standing here in silence is awkward and weird. So I'm just gonna skip that, and then I'll go through this later, you guys, and then I'll post responses for those questions, because it's really bad. You should see when my husband asks me what I want for dinner. I just sit there like well, it's it's an awkward silence, and it's annoying. So I'll answer those questions later. You didn't see any hatred comments. That's good. Um, I have a few.
loving trollers that are subscribed to my channel, and I notice them pretty regularly in the comments, but I did also notice that they almost have a lighthearted, joking sense to their comments, so I don't bother with them too much. But when people are saying really genuinely just hate-filled lies, or just trying to hurt somebody or whatever, I'll either delete the comment, or in very rare extreme instances have I blocked people from the channel, because I've come to terms with the fact that they'll never be anything beneficial to the people that watch my videos. I don't want you guys to come here and look in the comments and feel like you're being attacked. So if you get to that point with my people, I'm gonna make you disappear. You can't be around. So on occasion I will block them. Um, do I support Kobe or LeBron? You know, it's funny you ask me that, because a lot of people say that my husband looks like LeBron James a little bit. I can see like the general shape maybe of his face, and that he has a beard, but like every other feature on his face, they don't look the same at all to me. I don't know. My man is fine, so to compare another man to him is just funny to me. But do I have a favorite as far as the sport goes? I think LeBron. I think LeBron, because I don't know. He's like the GOAT basically. So I don't know. I think he's my favorite. I don't really watch basketball like that though. Like, I'm talking about this like I'm a genuine fan and I'm like up to date with like games and stuff. I have no idea. I feel you have never argued with your husband. Haha, that's a lie. Um, we're not perfect at all. We get into disagreements and heated conversations all the time, like every other couple. We are definitely not perfect. But I can tell you that there is no argument that I could foresee us to have that would cause me to love him any less or want to go anywhere. So, although we are not perfect, I accept it and I love it anyways. Um, you personally support Kobe. I support your decision to support Kobe. I don't know enough to be angry about people liking others um, basketball players better than one that I know of. Please stream a lot. I will attempt to. You guys, this is so sweet that you care enough. Which country do you wish to visit one day? All of them. I want to go everywhere. I want my kids to see everything. I want to see everything. A lot of the places that my kids have visited and experienced in the United States, because we've been to New Jersey and New York and North Carolina, South Carolina. We've been to places. We go to, commute to Ohio a lot, because we've got family in Ohio and stuff like that, and I work in Ohio. Um, but every place that they've gone, when we took them for their first time, that was actually my first time too. So I have a lot of traveling that I want to do. So maybe you guys will see me walking down the street one day in your neighborhood. You never know. Um, how do you feel when reading Quran or listening to it? A general sense of calmness and peace. It's relaxing. It's like taking a warm bath with no kids around. It's just, it kind of, it centers you back out. I don't know how to explain it. It's just very, you know, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It just makes you feel good. I don't know. I know many Muslim ladies take off hijab, fear racial discrimination, and fear for their safety. What's your advice? Okay, so I will never tell a woman that she should jeopardize her life and her safety and say you need to wear that hijab or else you're not Muslim. I'm not that person. If you genuinely feel like you could be attacked, you could be violently attacked or discriminated against or whatever so heavily that it's causing this anxiety inside of you and this I don't know, no judgments, sis, honestly. Allah knows your struggles more than I ever will, so I'm gonna leave it to him and let y'all hash that out together. That's not something that I would ever judge. If I live in Dearborn. I live in Dearborn Heights. I live in Michigan. We have the biggest Muslim population in the United States. I don't have to worry about this. Yeah, we get crazies in this area? Of course. But there are so many Muslims out here. I have a less likely of a chance to be attacked for being Muslim because there are so many Muslims here. What are you gonna do? Seriously, it's like a mob of us. I probably shouldn't have said that. But if I lived somewhere else where people look like they might hit me because I wear hijab, I might reconsider it. I couldn't tell you because I'm not in that position, so I won't even give advice on it. I don't know. Um, how do you feel about Muslims who support Trump? Consider one of the first things he did was try bringing a tribal ban. That's very true. Um, I don't judge people on the political or whatever. What are they called? Like the presidents and the I can't even think of the word. People that are in politicians. Yeah, people in politics. I I don't judge who you support and you follow because you might not know everything about them. Um, I judge you as a person. Like if you tell me flat out like you don't like Muslims being in America, we can't be friends. If you tell me flat out that everybody doesn't deserve the same rights in the United States of America, we can't be friends. Everybody should be treated the same. Unless you're a criminal, unless you're doing things that are hurting other people, like we should be good. I only have problems with people that create problems for other people. If you have say for example somebody occasionally drinks alcohol, that's your business. That's not hurting anybody but yourself. That's not my business to judge you. So we're good. Now if you beat your wife, I don't like you. Like that. That's how I feel about other people. So if you support Trump, um, I don't get it, but you can explain it to me, I guess. Um, but I'm not just gonna assume that I should hate you. That's not cool. I don't wear hijab because of discrimination, but I make sure my best, to dress modestly. Exactly. You do your best. Intentions are everything in Islam. If you put forth the effort to do better, Allah sees all that. So just know, He's most merciful, and God's got your back. Period. So I think that's important to remember too. Try not to stress out too much about it. Okay, let's see here. Is aboutism your made up word? No, it's whataboutism, and I did not make it up. Actually, somebody else made it up. I just spoke on it. It's called whataboutism, because basically what you do is you talk about something, and then somebody else, to deflect, to gaslight, they'll be like, well, what about such and such? You don't care about that? Nobody said that. We just have a different topic that we're currently speaking on, and we'll get to that in a minute. But don't take away from the importance of this by bringing up something else. That's whataboutism. Please don't involve political figures into this chat because it will lose the main goal of the session. Yes, good point. Let's not talk about Trump anymore. That's a good idea. Detroit is the second most violent state. Never lived there. Detroit is a city, not a state, and it's not the most violent place. It's getting bad. I don't want to say it's getting bad. Like it's progressively. You have to be careful in Detroit. Will I send my kids to school there? No. Will I live there? No. But will I commute through there or stop there because there are places that I value still in Detroit, and people? Yeah, of course. But I made a decision a long time ago that I wasn't going to subject my kids to the unfortunate education system and whatever else they have going on in Detroit. Living in the streets and worrying about what your kids are going to do when they play outside and who they encounter, like that, I don't have the energy for that anymore. So I love Detroit, I love the people, but the atmosphere, I'm good, honestly. You said the audio is very bad. That's because my headphones died. So right now I'm literally just yelling at you guys. So I will do better to talk louder. Hopefully that helps. Right, more bath with no kids around laughing. I know. What are the odds of that actually happening? As a parent, we don't get that time to ourselves. Okay, so I wear a hijab and I go to study and I go to some stores, but nobody tells me bad words because of the hijab. They respect me. What about you, sister? Can you hear me better? Is this better? I'm trying. Is this good? Okay. I have experienced good and people in the customer service industry and customers themselves. It's just a matter of where I'm at and who the person is. So I've experienced good and bad in my hijab. I don't know. It just depends on where you are, who you're around, all that good stuff. How did I meet my husband? I have a video on this, you guys. It's my revert story because he had a big part to play in it. So I could almost give him credit for me being Muslim because he taught me so much. And he was so dedicated on teaching me about Islam to make me understand it. And I fell in love with it. And then eventually I fell in love with him too, just by circumstance. So we met, while I was, being wild and doing crazy things. And my cat's screaming. She's just gonna cry, and I'm gonna just let her cry. Um, Siri, please don't. You carry pepper spray. Yeah, it can be necessary when you leave the house. Honestly, in today's times, you need you need to be able to protect yourself. I've considered taking like shooting range classes or whatever to get that for myself. My cat's up here, so she's probably gonna cry a lot. I'm really sorry about the bad audio, you guys. My headphones died. And my other ones, I don't actually know where they're. I'm so bad. I'm not even prepared for this. This is terrible. I hope you can still hear me. Okay, so let me keep reading. My name is Ibrahim, like your child's name. I love you so much. Please say hi to Ibrahim, my brother. Of course I will. I love that name. And I love it when people pronounce it correctly. It's not Abraham, it's Ibrahim. My headphones died, bury them. Yeah, literally. Um, oh my god, he's so mad about the audio. I'm so sorry. I don't know what else to do. Is there a button that I can press maybe? Did that help at all? I don't know. Maybe that helped. I'm gonna unplug this. Maybe that helps. I don't know. Probably not. How can I push my friends to be a Muslim in a good way? Um, you can't push them. You can just teach them. Teach them the basics of Islam. Why do you love Islam? Show those things because they're gonna love it too. If they don't decide to become Muslim, it's not on you. You know what I'm saying? But just teach them. Just show them every day what it is to be a good Muslim, and inshallah they will love it too. That's all I've got. Um, oh man, these comments are so hard. Do I exercise and take care of my health? Health. I eat a lot of junk food and I don't usually exercise because my job is very physically demanding and I'm exhausted when I'm not working. So I'm going to use that as an excuse. Uh, but I do need to work on it. Oh, yay, you can hear me. Yay, I'm so glad. Okay. Oh, you can't hear me. I don't know what to do. Okay, next time I'll be more prepared for this. My husband actually has a microphone that I could show you. It's sitting on my bed right now. He clipped it to the desk and everything, but it hooks into the laptop, and that's what I was supposed to use for this, but it didn't work out, so I'm using my phone, and I can't use the audio outlet plug on my phone because it's not they're not compatible. So I can't even use the microphone. It's sitting right there. It's fancy. It's got the circle thing. It's got all the good stuff, but I can't use it. Let's see. Can I go a day without listening to music? Yes. When I'm fasting, we don't listen to music. People might play it at work, so I'll hear it, around me, but I don't, I won't intentionally listen to it. Yeah, I can go a day without listening to music. I don't choose to unless I'm fasting, if I'm being honest, but I can. How do I feel when I see hateful comments about Islam in my videos? It bothers me, but I feel like it's just an opportunity to correct them. So if somebody says something that's like a blatant lie, um, I'll address it, but I try not to get too upset. You can't let things like that bother you too much. Um, Answer me about my cousin. Oh, did I miss a question? I'm really sorry. whatever it is about your cousin. I might have missed that question, so you might have to retype it so I can see it. Um, would I have birth control? Um, I'm I'm not gonna tell you about my personal what I would or would not or do or don't do whatever, but do you? Yeah. Um, I personally don't think that it's bad because there are a lot of benefits outside of just birth controlling, trying to prevent pregnancies. There are a lot of benefits for women's health that come with birth control. So I wouldn't just say that no, you can't use it. Um, I would say do some research on it and talk to your local imam, maybe. Uh, you're still having trouble with the audio. I'm really sorry. I don't know what to do. Next time we'll be better prepared and better set up and all that good stuff. What do I think about Sudan? I think we should pray for them and spread awareness. And I don't know what else I could do from, where I am and who I am. I'm not rolling in money, so I don't have funds to, send them to try to help. But I do think that at least prayer and awareness, sharing it, that's important. It's a tragedy. Do some research on what's going on in Sudan, everybody. What's my favorite food? Dang, another favorite question. I have no idea. I love Indian food though. I can say that this might be the easiest question. I have some butter chicken and chicken biryani and some garlic naan downstairs right now waiting for me. So when we're done here, which might be soon because I'm starving, I'm hitting that bag. I haven't even opened the food yet. I'm waiting for my husband. Um, so yeah, Indian food, that's where it's at, y'all. Um, I don't know what that is answering to. The audio is getting better. Yay! I appreciate you. Did I get to the end of the comments? I think I might have. We still have like 29 people that have been like floating around in and out. I don't know if it's been the same people the whole time, but I love you guys and I appreciate you so much. You're the best. Seriously. Okay. Do you know any men for my cousin who pray 5 times a day who aren't too pushy and extremist? Um, Okay, so I've had a few friends reach out to me recently saying that they're looking for husbands, which is kind of surprising to me because it's usually men reaching out to me to help them find a wife. And here's the thing, I totally have no problem helping you guys, but I'm not a matchmaker. I'm not an expert in this field at all, and I don't personally communicate with people to know them well enough to recommend them for marriage. I know of one person I think who I've had a couple conversations with just trying to help them, and we were talking about a few different topics actually. So I got kind of a good understanding of this person to be able to say to my female friends, hey, if you're looking, reach out to this guy. He might potentially be a good match for you or whoever friend you're looking for. But generally, I'm never going to say, hey sis, here goes a Muslim man that's looking for a wife, totally marry him, because I can't guarantee his character. And I would never potentially put one of my sisters in a dangerous situation, and that's how I look at it. Because you don't know if they're a stranger. I'm not going to vouch for them. So there's that. Do you know how to make Indian food? I know a little bit. I started with some grocery stores have these like prepackaged setups where it's like the saucy stuff is in one pack and the powder seasonings is in the other pack, and you literally just follow the directions and cook it with the meat and whatever, and it turns out great. We started with that, but over time we have been collecting some of the different seasonings necessary to be able to make these dishes from scratch. So just some chicken tikka masala on occasion I can make pretty good. I'm a really good rice cooker. The only reason I'm saying that is because my mom is not the best rice cooker. I love you so much, Mom, if you're watching this, but that woman does not know how to make rice, and she'll admit this to your face. Yes, I have full intentions of getting a mic. Listen, I have 2 things on my list. I'm going to get a ring light so I have better lighting for my videos, and I'm going to get a mic. I promise you guys, this is what any monetization that I get from the super chats or from my Patreon page, and whatever, it's funding for better quality for my videos for you guys. I promise you. So as soon as I get there, I got you. It's a hard topic to recommend wives or husbands. Both, because if I don't know you, if I don't know your character, I'm not going to recommend you to be a spouse. I'm not going to say, hey, person that I know, marry such and such, because they're also looking. If I don't know you well enough to recommend you and know that your personality is good, I won't recommend you for marriage. I might direct you to like a Muslim leader in the area so they can, you know, sort the business out or whatever. But if I don't know you personally, I'm not going to vouch for you. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah, exactly. I would be to blame if I, you know, recommended that. Yeah, prepare for live video problems. Like, I know, it's so unprepared. It's terrible. Um, Muslims for Trump is like blacks for Grand Wizard. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that. My beautiful cousin married a Yemeni who tried to force her to wear niqab and prevented her from finishing her school. Some men are terrible with their culture. Yes, some men are, but that is not Islam. That's very important to um, mention when we talk about this. There are a lot of very controlling men, insecure men, whatever. Not all men are like this, of course, but there are men like that. You know, sometimes it's a cultural thing or whatever, but Islam gives women rights. We have the right to an education. We have the right to work if we want to work. Um, we're not property in any way, shape, or form. We're not oppressed because of Islam. If our if I was married to a man that was oppressing me, it wouldn't be because he's Muslim. It would be because he's an oppressor, which he's not. Alhamdulillah, I have an amazing husband and he supports me in everything I want to do. Um, but if that was the case, it wouldn't be Islam. It's him. It's the person. So it's important to differentiate that, I think. Have you ever been outside of the States? I have not. I cannot wait to travel more. When I'm more financially stable, I will definitely make a point to travel all over the place. But as of right now, I'm Dearborn bound. I'm cool with that. Uh, there's no compulsion in religion. Exactly. Islam says there is no compulsion in religion. You cannot force Islam on anybody. You can't force them to believe in God. Why are you eating? My, I'm going to show you my cat in a minute, just so you can see the hellion that keeps pulling me away from my feed here. So let's go on. I wouldn't call niqab stupid, but I will say that it's not for me. This is my cat Siri. She's been bothering me this whole time, so I just wanted to put the culprit in the camera so you can see that I'm not crazy. She's driving me crazy. That's what's going on. I'm just gonna pet her for a minute. Now I got cat hair in my face. Niqab, not from Islam, it's culture. You know, some people think that, and some people think that it is a requirement. So I don't judge. If it's for you, it's for you. It's just not for me. Yeah, there are a lot of people that confuse culture and religion when it comes to Islam, especially Islam. Christianity doesn't have that problem. Judaism doesn't have that problem. Thank you for saying cute cat. She is. She's also a butthole. Um, let's see. This niqab is not from Islam. It's from. Okay, come on. Let's not be mean, you guys, in the comments. I don't want to see disrespect. We're all friends here. It's not necessary. Is it right to have a thumbnail of crying face to get views on YouTube? I don't think. Okay, so I will admit that I have done some clickbait titling in my past, but even my clickbait titles were true to what I was talking about. Like, for example, I did one video titled "Stop Telling Me to Move to Saudi Arabia," because that's literally what I heard on a regular basis from non-Muslims that didn't want me here, and I just talked about that in the video. So the title was extreme, but it was accurate. I also did a video called "Why Am I Obsessed with Black People," which was a sarcastic statement because a lot of people call me obsessed for having a general, you know, care, I care about the social injustices in this country, and it's predominantly geared towards Black Americans. So if you call me obsessed for that, I don't know what to tell you, but it was a clickbait title because when you read it, it made you go, oh my God. So the thumbnail thing, it's a little dramatic to make a crying face thumbnail, but if you're crying in the video, I don't know, maybe it's appropriate. I don't know. Marrying a Muslim man from Asian countries such as Malaysia or Indonesia, they are more tolerant. Oh, okay. Thank you for commenting on my kitty cat. She is the sweetest. Who's your favorite comedian? Oh, you know what? Okay, I don't know if I have a favorite, but I have recently been watching this guy called Josh Johnson, I think his name is. He did this one skit where he was talking about catfishing people on Craigslist. So search that up because it was hilarious. And I watched a few other of his stand-ups because they came up in my YouTube recommended videos, so I've been watching a few of them. He's hilarious. I would definitely check that out. But I have a genuine love for Robin Williams before he passed. He brought a lot of happiness and laughter in my family's lives and other people's as well, so he's definitely one of my favorites. I started head cover in 2006 when I was a Christian because of... Okay, I converted... yeah, good. It's good that it wasn't a big change. Some people, it's really hard for them. I was okay because I didn't start fully wearing hijab until I got married and, we got our own apartment. Then I wore it every day. But living in my house with my families, being Muslim, it was hard. I have an uncle who was staying with us at the time. He's not very supportive. I had neighbors who would make comments, and I was 17. So I was very impressionable. I was very emotional, sensitive, so it was harder at first. But like I said, once I removed myself from negative people, building my love for hijab on my own it was a lot easier. Walaikum salam to Germany. Why Islam? Because I love it. Because it's perfect. For me, especially. It answered a lot of questions that Christianity could not. When I ask a question, I want to hear more than just have faith. That wasn't enough for me. And I didn't understand how there could be so much truth to a book that had been changed so many times. I liked the matter-of-factness that the Quran has not been changed. I liked the fact that there were a lot of scientific connections to Islam in the Quran. There were proven things in the Quran that had not, been discovered for a long time afterwards. There are a lot of things, but I am very secure and certain in my beliefs that Islam is perfect. But I will say definitely for me, because I can't guarantee it's perfect for everybody, but it's definitely perfect for me. Kurdish are nice people in general, but also they have some bad things. Yeah, everybody has, the bad apples, I guess you could say. Do you have a lot of energy? It seems so. I'm just excited to talk to you guys. I'm actually exhausted. I work the night shift, so I get off, work 3 o'clock in the morning. I commute like an hour. I don't get home till like 5. I try not to fall asleep driving home every night. It was really bad last night. I actually thought I was going to kill myself because I was falling asleep. I'm really bad at, taking care of myself and making sure I get enough rest. And my husband and my mom get on me a lot about that, but I have no energy. I'm just really happy to be doing this with you guys, and that's all this is. So I'm glad it looks like I'm energetic. That's good. Salam alaikum from the Pacific Northwest. Hey, walaikum salam. I remember your name, Orthodox Moor. I've seen you in my comments quite a bit. So hey, welcome back. What's your favorite city and state in the U.S.? Dang, Dearborn Heights, Michigan, because I love it here. Well, right now I'm in Dearborn. I prefer Dearborn Heights though. The community, the neighborhoods, the school system, everything that I need being within walking distance. Literally every type of restaurant being within walking distance, and everything is halal. Having such a large amount of Muslims in my community, but also still being so diverse that there's a lot of other kind of people as well. I love it. So I would definitely have to say Dearborn Heights, hands down. Um, I like hearing Arabic from you. I will, I'll do my best one of these days, inshallah, to do a video reading a surah in Arabic or something for you guys. But right now, off the top of my head, we'll save that for another time. Um, you're from Georgia? No way! I have a friend. Well, we don't really talk now. I think she's mad at me. But I had a friend from Georgia, and she's a really great person. So bring the cat. She left. I can't bring the cat back. She left. She got mad at me. So she might come back. Siri. Does not. Oh yeah, more niqab talk. I don't know. I leave niqab up to the sister to decide. If it's right for her, it's right for her. If it's not right for me. I'm sorry, but it's not something that I'm comfortable with. I only have one cat. Are you calling me a cat? I'm not a lovely cat. I'm a human being. But I'll take your compliment anyways. Why'd I name her Siri? Don't forget. No, she's not named because of Apple. No. Siri means, it means lion in another language. My husband discovered this. So he named her that because her breed of cat is a little bit bigger and a little bit more wild than a regular house cat. So he named her lion in a different language to kind of emphasize her wilderness side, I guess. So that was the purpose of that. It's not about iPhones. But you know what's really funny though? I will yell Siri across the house and my phone does not recognize it. But my kids will do something and I'll be like, "Are you serious?" And my phone goes, "Did you need something?" And I'm like, "Okay, Siri, okay." Very selective you are. Where's my husband from? He's from here. Well, he's from the United States. I think his family came from New Jersey, but they're from the United States. I'm reading the comments a little bit. Yeah, because it was a lot of comments, so I was trying to get through them, but as I'm trying to get to them as they come up, so you guys aren't waiting too long. I'll remind you guys of the super chat feature. It helps highlight your comments, so that way if there is a lot, I won't miss your comment because it pins it at the top for me to see, and it also lets everybody know that you showed your support to the channel, so there's that as well. I've never actually used that though. I just enabled it, and then it was like, "Oh yeah, here you go for your supporters." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I'll just, let you guys know about that. I decided to name my future children English names that are Islamic because I fear discrimination from them in Jabab. I don't blame you, but I love the names my kids have. Ibrahim, Idris, Imani. I did not intend initially for them to have the same first letter of their names. They have the same initials. Actually, all three of them do. But I love them nonetheless. My boys have prophetic names. My daughter has the name of a princess. So I'm cool. I'm cool with what they have. And if people want to judge them for that, it's a teaching moment, and that's how I'm going to look at it. They have the opportunity to teach somebody that they were wrong about something. They were wrong about Muslims. They were wrong about foreign-sounding names, whatever. They have the opportunity to change somebody's mind. So that's how I look at that. Am I a good baker? I think I can be if I have a good recipe to follow. I'm not good at making something up on my own, but if I have a good recipe to follow, I can make a pretty mean brownie or pie or cake or something. For sure, yeah. Bread. We do like cinnamon raisin bread, banana nut bread, zucchini bread. I've got a few good recipes from my family, like my great grandmother. Those are pretty good recipes. So that stuff turns out good. When I follow a good recipe, it does. Imani is in Arabic or English. Imani is, okay, so listen. I Google searched Muslim names, came up with some websites, and the names were on all the websites. So that told me that was enough research to claim them as Muslim names. So you don't get to tell me otherwise because I said so. Are you fast at typing on the computer? Yes, I am. I took typing classes at a young age, so I learned pretty early on. So even though I don't do it very often now, I'm still a pretty fast typer. I don't have to like hunt and peck. I think niqab is before. Oh, okay. Do Americans get mad at people who have bad English? Not all of us. I will say that one of my favorite things that I'm trying to coin as a catchphrase for myself is your English is beautiful, because the fact that you spoke another language and you took the time to learn a new one and you're trying, that's beautiful to me. So even if it doesn't sound perfect, if it's a little broken, I love it. And I know a lot of people that agree with me. So if you come across somebody that's mean to you because of your English, they're not a good person anyways. Shout out to Savage Reese. Thank you so much for the support. Do I agree with apostasy? Do I agree with apostasy? Um, I agree with Islam and everything that it says about apostasy. I don't, I'm not God, so I won't judge anybody for their choices personally. I'll leave that to Allah, but I do support Islam's rulings on apostasy, I guess would be the best way that I could answer that. I don't know. I hope I did your question justice, but I tried to keep it I don't know, answer correctly, I guess you could say. I don't have a big opinion on personal choices. You do what's right for you. Leave it to God. You know, I'm not God. I'm not going to judge people unless they're hurting other people. If it's just between them and God, I'm going to leave it between them and God. I don't want to get in the middle of their journey because that's not my place. I'll try to help, but that's the best I can do. Do you ever friend from do I have any friends from Senegal? I don't know, actually. That's a good question. Jasmine is a cute name. That is a very cute name. Is there anyone else who inspires you? There are several people that inspire me. I could say that Tracy Ellis Ross is an amazing celebrity, like she's like an actress or whatever, and she's a public speaker, and she has a lot of great things to say for women, for young girls, for people of color, all that good stuff. I love her. Who else? Who's Naveen Andrews? That's an actor? Okay, I'll have to check. I don't know who that is. Yasmin. Okay, I'll check them out for sure. I'm going to try to, if I forget, remind me who they are because I'm going to check them out. Idris is a majestic name. Yay, thank you. Do all Americans know the word jihad? No, they don't. And niqab? No, they definitely do not. Before I became Muslim, myself and my family, we genuinely thought the word jihad meant death to America. This was a truth that was spread amongst non-Muslims in the community that I was living in. So I can say for certainty, most non-Muslim Americans do not know what jihad means and they don't know what niqab means. They look at them as foreign words and don't do any research. They assume if they hear something, they just roll with it. So that's a problem that we have in our society. Do you always stick to halal food, or you're in a fast food restaurant with your friends, could you eat a burger? Okay, so no. No, I don't just eat a burger. We live in Dearborn. We live in Dearborn Heights. I have no excuse to not eat halal food. There are so many halal meat markets within walking distance of my house that there's no excuse. So in our house, we don't buy non-halal meat. We don't go to restaurants that don't serve halal food. And it just got a little bit harder because my middle child, he has developed a severe fish allergy. I had to take him to the emergency room right before we went out of town because he had a bad reaction to fish. It scared me. I was crying and everything. It was so bad. He was like really puffy. So it makes it harder to get halal food. If they don't have halal meat, we can't give them fish. But we make it work though. It's a priority in our house. I don't know how, but I can't speak for everybody else, but it is in our house. Do you love collecting information? I love learning information. I don't keep it though. I'll share it. He played Saeed in the Lost TV show. Okay, I might know who you're talking about because I used to watch Lost. I never finished it, but I did start watching it a long time ago. You're from Iraq. Cool beans. I'm from Michigan. Oh, okay. Inshallah, you do very well on your test today. Get you all the good grades. Okay. Yeah, take your time. Don't stress yourself out. It's important to just focus and trust your ability to do good. You know the work you put in, so trust your ability to do good. Um, oh, Savage Race, another one. Thank you so much. Who was Aisha to the Prophet Muhammad? Aisha, his wife. Um, she was um, not just his wife, but she was a good example for Islam. A lot of people looked at her as um, like a I don't know if example is not a good enough word to say it. I'm really not good at explaining things, but she showed such great, and they had like a divine marriage, I guess you could say, because it was kind of predetermined for them to be together. Um, but she was a very big role in his success because she was very supportive of him, and she sought knowledge. Like it was a huge priority in her life to know about Islam and a lot of other things to be able to share it. Was she underage? Okay, so if we're gonna bring up this topic, if we're gonna bring up this conversation, this is what I'm gonna say. I don't know for certain her exact age because I've seen a lot of proofs that differentiate that. But what I can tell you is, in the time of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, culturally, and I just got a phone call. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. Somebody was calling me. But if you're gonna talk about like the underage marriages and things of that nature, you guys have to remember that everybody that was a cultural norm for everyone. Period. In that time frame, um, that was normal, and it was a predetermined um, partnership or whatever you want to call it. This was something that was divine and written for them. So if it offends you, I'm sorry. Do more research on it though. Don't just say, oh, he was a pedophile, because that's really disrespectful and inappropriate, and you need more information. Just period, you need more information. There was more to our prophet than just marrying women for his sexual desires. That's not what it was about. He had a message to share, he had a mission, he had a job to do. And these women were key roles in his job, and he was successful in part because of those women and the roles they played in his life. So please do more research when you ask about these things. Yes, Aisha was the biggest female scholar of Islam. Spot on. Thank you for saying it that way. Best wording. I'm doing a great job. Thank you. Open doors on his show, my being the first person to call in a live. Oh, that's awesome. One of the greatest narrators of hadith. Yes, she was. Aisha was, of course. Thank you guys for adding to what I said. Thank you so much. Ask yourself, do dead people take their money with them? No, they don't. Oh, that wasn't for me. Okay. Oh no, did I skip questions? Yes, Prophet Muhammad died at her lap. See, she was a great love of his. She was. The sound got clearer. Oh, good. Somebody called me and it cut off, and I don't even know who it was because the phone number wasn't saved. So shame on you for calling me. Obviously, I'm busy right now. Yeah, see, there's differentiating proofs as to what Aisha's age was. You're right about that. I don't focus on that though. That's like a non-essential piece of information. When you're looking at the overall picture of what they were doing and the importance of it all, I'm sorry, but that wasn't the top, piece of information that I got for any of that. I don't like when Muslims buy Ferraris and show off and forget their Muslim brothers, but I want to be rich so I can help Muslims and non-Muslims. Yeah, that's a good way to live. Okay, I think I'm caught up with questions. I'm caught up with comments, I should say. What do you guys think? Should we leave it there? Do you have more for me? I can keep going if you want me to, but I will definitely cut it off if you guys are getting tired. How many times have I read the Quran? I could not give you a number. And I think I'm proud of myself for that. I could not give you a number. I should have counted. In English, though, I think that's important to point out. I've read it in English. Thank God we don't eat pork. It has a lot of health issues. Yes, it does. It's really bad. It's really bad for your health. You should definitely do more research. If you eat pork, please read about it. It's not good for your health. Any doctor will tell you that, Muslim or not. Drink my coffee. It's cold now. I don't want to drink it because it's cold. I'm going to heat it up after I'm finished here so that way I can drink it warm. Okay, so 120 minutes. Oh my goodness. Take some rest now. You did a good job with you. I know my allergies are so bad. You guys are the best for dealing with it. Okay, so I definitely thought this was going to be like 30 minutes. It's definitely way more than 30 minutes. My kids are at my mom's house. I'm going to go get them after I'm done here. They're already sleeping because it just hit midnight. Literally right now it's 12 a.m. So they'll be asleep when I get there to pick them up. But it's okay. I'll just put them in bed when we get home. But okay, I'm going to end it there, you guys, because I have to get ready for work tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff to do. So we will, Hadith versus Quran. Oh, dang, that's a... Thank you, Savage Reese, for the support, but that's a hard one. Okay, so Quran, yeah, but Hadith is right there. Like, it's running up pretty close because it's just as important, almost. You know what I mean? Like, almost. The Quran that's the word of God. Hadith is just the helpful, I don't know. It's just as important to me. I don't know about you guys, but it's just as important to me. So I'll leave it there. Yeah, she said all that money. I know, that's what I said. He said, listen, my questions are getting answered today, okay? So, all right, before he sneak attacks me with another one, I think I'll leave it there. Yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll schedule for another one, you guys. Maybe a different time. If you guys have a recommended time of day that you would prefer, let me know. We can do morning if you need morning. I don't know where you guys are even at to ask that question. So give me your recommendations or whatever, some more topics, whatever. We'll do this again very soon, you guys. I loved it so much. So I'm going to leave it there so I can go get my kiddos and eat some food. As always, I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you for all of this. All this interaction it means the world to me. Check back in on this link tomorrow. I'm going to add links to all my social media pages, everything I think you guys might want to have access to. I'll leave it there. I love you. I appreciate you for watching. Subscribe if you have not, because you know you want to. And that's it. I love you guys. We'll talk soon.